What's up? I'm gonna tell you exactly how Jorge Masvidal was knocked out, how he got knocked out. I will tell you exactly step by step how he got knocked out. In the same exact way that he knocked out Ben Askren. Remember when Masvidal knocked out Ben Askren? Masvidal knew Ben Askren was gonna shoot for a takedown, so he threw the flying knee, and it was a magnificent flying knee, and it cracked open Ben Askren's skull, and he was knocked out. Fastest record ever in the UFC, 5 seconds. Okay, because Masvidal knew Ben Askren was gonna shoot for the takedown, because Ben Askren is a wrestler. Kamaru Usman is a wrestler. In fact, he's even more of a wrestler than Ben Askren. So inside Masvidal's head, he thinks Usman is gonna constantly shoot. So if you look at the punch that knocked out Jorge Masvidal, it was a little low. Kamaru Usman threw a low lead punch. It was low. He was lower than a typical lead punch. Okay, if you look at it, look at the video, you can see that Usman is bending down. So Jorge thought that Usman was gonna shoot and go for the takedown. That's exactly what was programmed inside Jorge Masvidal's mind, that Usman was gonna shoot. So Usman, he was in the pocket, he was expecting a shoot, and he threw a left looping punch, because he thought Usman was going to shoot for the takedown, but Usman didn't. So Masvidal saw that punch, or Masvidal thought the shoot was coming, and he got clocked with a shot that he never saw coming. Masvidal got knocked out from a punch that he never ever saw coming, because he thought Usman was going to shoot. So Jorge Masvidal committed a hard looping left. I mean, he committed to that punch. And when you commit and overextend for a punch, you're wide open for a counter. You're wide open. Anytime you throw a power punch, you're wide open to get knocked out, okay? Anytime you throw a power punch, you are wide open to get knocked out. So that's what happened to Jorge Masvidal. He exposed himself because he thought Usman was gonna shoot. He was inside Usman's mind, so he thought. But Usman, you know, he is developing, so he doesn't have to always shoot and go for the takedown. He is primarily a wrestler, but he showed his boxing skills. But that punch that knocked out Jorge Masvidal, that was a rookie move. I'm sure Jorge Masvidal is upset about that, because that was a punch that should have never have happened. It was a bait and switch. Usman was just too smart. It wasn't that Usman was too smart. It was that Jorge was too confident in thinking that he knew what Usman was going to do. Jorge Masvidal was just overly confident, and he thought he was inside Usman's mind. Jorge Masvidal was inside Ben Askren's mind. He had Ben Askren figured out, because he knew for a fact that Ben Askren was going to shoot, because Ben Askren can't stand up. He can't do a stand-up fight. Ben Askren can't fight boxing, as we clearly saw when he fought Jake Paul. Ben Askren got murdered by a YouTube boxer. Can you believe that? Ben Askren is a world-class athlete, and he got knocked out by a YouTube boxer. That doesn't even make sense, man, because Ben Askren is a wrestler, and Ben Askren can't box. And Jorge Masvidal thought that Ben Askren and Kamaru Usman were the same animal, the same beast, and that in the fact that they can't box. But Kamaru Usman can box. He can do a stand-up fight, and that's where Jorge Masvidal messed up, because he thought that Usman could only wrestle, so he got knocked out. Jorge Masvidal got knocked out by a punch he never saw coming.